If you've got a moment, I've got a story worth telling. Out on the frontier, stories don't travel far. The ones that do usually cost someone something.
Chapter 37. Into the Collapse. The crown did not fall like a building. It imploded like a mind breaking. Walls folded inward, not stone against stone, but vast ribs of alien machinery buckling and twisting, bending into new, impossible shapes even as they shattered. The air was alive with the shriek of metal tearing, a sound too sharp and too low all at once, scraping the marrow of the bones. Every surface bled light, searing and molten, casting the chamber in a nightmare dawn. Mac hauled Ace across the fractured floor, one arm slung across his shoulders, half carrying, half dragging him. Ace's boots caught on broken conduits, his head lolling, his voice little more than a rasp. "Still here," Ace managed, though the words bled with pain. Don't leave me." "Not bloody planning to," Mac snapped, teeth gritted as he stumbled forward. His muscles burned, his armor felt like dead weight, but he refused to loosen his grip. Behind them, Stone convulsed, still on his knees at the center of the chamber. His wings flared and folded, light slashing in wild arcs, carving molten trenches into the floor. Every blast destabilized the crown further, yet he seemed beyond reason, trapped between tearing himself apart and tearing the world with him. "Mac," Ace whispered, his head heavy against Mac's shoulder. "If he goes, the whole place goes." "Yeah, I bloody noticed," Mac said. He risked a glance over his shoulder. Stone's human face was twisted in agony, one eye squeezed shut against the furnace glow blazing from the other. His mouth opened, and two voices clashed at once, one shouting Mac's name, the other bellowing in alien fury. The floor bucked beneath them. Cracks split wide, vomiting plumes of fire. Mac stumbled, nearly dragging Ace into the chasm, then hauled him back with a curse. "Stone!" Mac roared over the din. "You want us dead? Fine! But you'd better look me in the eye when you do it!" Stone's head snapped toward him, the vessel's glow flickering, the human eye shining wet and desperate. His mouth moved, but the words drowned in the chaos. A chunk of ceiling tore loose and plummeted. Mac hurled himself forward, shoving Ace flat as the slab smashed behind them, sparks and fire raining. He scrambled up, chest heaving, hauling Ace again before the next collapse buried them both. The crown itself seemed alive now. Machinery shifted to close off corridors before they reached them. Floors rose and fell like breathing, hurting them not outward, but inward. "Mac!" Ace gasped, his voice thread thin. "It's steering us, not letting us leave." "No bloody kidding," Mac said, jaw tight. He could feel it too, the way every collapse and shift guided their steps, funneled them toward the heart. Not escape, but deeper. A blast of heat forced him to duck. He looked back. Stone staggered forward, wings dragging gouges in the walls, his body half dragged by conduits, half fighting them off. Sparks of humanity lit in his face, only to be drowned in molten glow. He was both prisoner and executioner, and every step shook the crown harder. "Ace!" Mac growled. "If you've got any more of that shard magic, now's the bloody time." Ace coughed blood, his hand twitching weakly against his chest. "I'm running on fumes. If I burn what's left, it'll kill me before it helps him." Mac snarled. "You're not dying, you hear me? Not until I say so." The floor dropped out beneath them. Mac grabbed Ace tighter, leaping for the next ledge. His boots hit, skidding, pain lancing through his knees, but he held on. Behind them, Stone fell into the same gap, landing with a crash that dented the floor itself. For a moment, Stone didn't rise. His body lay twitching, light spilling from the cracks in his armor. The conduit slithered toward him, eager to finish binding him. Mac froze. This was it. The moment to let him go, to run, while there was still a chance. But he couldn't. He shifted Ace against the wall and stepped toward Stone, even as heat blistered his face and dust burned his lungs. "Get up," Mac said, voice flat, hard. "Get up, you stubborn bastard. You've not come this far just to lie down." Stone's head jerked, his human eye opened, bloodshot, terrified, his lips parted. "Mac!" The vessel's voice surged over top. "He is ours." Stone's body convulsed, then rose, limbs jerking, conduits fusing deeper into his frame. His wings reformed, jagged and violent, lashing the air. He towered above Mac now, godlike, monstrous, barely himself. Ace stirred weakly, his voice shaking in Mac's head. "He's slipping. If you can't anchor him now, he's gone." Mac clenched his fists. He knew Ace was right, but he wasn't leaving. Not without Stone. Not without his brother. The crown groaned again, its entire vast body collapsing inward, a storm of fire and ruin closing over them. And with no way out, the three of them were dragged deeper into its heart.
That is the end for this one. Make sure you come back for more, and like and subscribe. See you soon.